Welcome. Been a little while since I made any videos, but I wanted to put together a short series and talk to our audience about this idea of, let's call them peak performance primers, just short little bits of information to get the mindset right. So we'll call these peak performance pro tips. And peak performance pro tip number one, your goals suck. Let that sink in for a minute. Your goals suck. I'll back that up with a little bit of thought here. As a young man, the military put out these great recruiting ads when I was younger. The Air Force came out with a tagline, aim higher. The Army had one that said, be all you can be. So perhaps those have had an influence on my ability to have an executive career in cybersecurity or as an entrepreneur or in supporting startups as they've gone through, because it's always been in the back of my mind that you aim as high as possible. You never ever shoot for a goal that's so within reach that it's not a challenge. So the idea here is I want you to think about, well, what's impossible for you? What did you think about when you were a kid that would be cool for you to do and you just gave up on it? What were you curious about? If you take those curiosities that you've had throughout your life, those things that you'd really be willing to dive into just on your own, and you marry that up with a listing of ideas around what problems could you solve in your life, in your community, in your family, in the world, you begin to create these notions and ideas that are going to feel like they're well beyond what you're capable of doing. But that's really where you want to begin. Too many of us have been influenced by all this training over the last several decades around SMART goals, meaning the achievable part of that, which is awesome at a certain level, but it doesn't really work for setting huge goals that are life-changing, fulfilling, that have a positive impact on the world and yourself in the way that you would want to if you want to call yourself a peak performer. So again, peak performance pro tip number one, your goals suck. Aim higher, be all that you can be. Peace out.